So here we have the Seat Alhambra SE Lux DSG, which is the automatic on a 66 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside, you can see that it's a 5-door car. Those side doors are sliding with tinted windows and alloy wheels as well. Let me show you inside the boot first of all, and then we'll work our way around the rest of the car from there. So the tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can do that off of the key should you wish to. There's a button just on the side here. Just give that a push and the tailgate will open. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors. This car's also got a reversing camera. All 7 seats are in place at the moment, as you can see. So that is the amount of boot space you'd have with 7 seats up. Maybe show what it's like with the 2 rear ones folded down. And with the rear ones folded down, you can see just how much space there is available to you. So as we work our way back round to the front of the car, it's worth pointing out that the sliding doors on this car will open electronically off of the key should you wish to, as well as you being able to do it simply by pressing the door handle button yourself. So as you can see, the doors will open for you automatically. Working our way back round to the front of the car, you can see that it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. You can see in the middle, the total miles for this car are 17,753. You can change the information that's displayed above that by using buttons on the steering wheel, various different bits of fuel economy information, and there are other menus available to you as well. Satellite navigation, audio, telephone, assist systems, and then vehicle status as well. And then back round to the kind of main menu and back round to the beginning again. So as I say, the trip computer information is probably the menu you'll be on most of the time, and there's all sorts of pieces of information in there, including, as you can see, average fuel consumption. Backing out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using just now are this one and these two. You also have voice activation for the phone as well on that side. Hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it will do that for you without you taking your phone from your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you pair the phone, and I'll show you where that's done in just a moment. And then on the left-hand side, we have stereo controls. Just behind the steering wheel, we've got a minus and plus paddle. That's so that you can use this automatic gearbox to change up and down a gear as well, should you wish to. And I'll explain that in a bit more detail when we get to the gearbox, or the gear lever. The screen over in the centre here is all touchscreen. You've got a few main menu option buttons down the right and left, things like satellite navigation. There's a video showing how that works on our website, so I won't go into any detail on that. But with regards to the radio, firstly, you can see we've got DAB, FM and AM radio. There are plenty of other ways to listen to your music in this car, and they are all being shown on screen as we speak. Bluetooth audio. Once you paired up your phone, not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can also listen to your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. And I mentioned that this car had a reversing camera. Pop it in reverse and you can see that it's a full colour image with guidelines on the ground showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that you see. And then you also get the sensor image coming up on the left hand side here, so that you can see with visual guidelines exactly where the car is in relation to you know, any obstacle in front or behind it. Working our way down from there, we have your dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature independently on either side of the car. Fan speed is then adjustable in the middle here. That button will turn the air conditioning on, or you can hit auto and the car will take control of the fan speed itself to maintain these two temperatures, and you can just override that by readjusting the fan speed as you wish. With a heated driver seat and heated passenger seat as well. And then below that, this button will open the sliding door on the left, sliding door on the right, and the tailgate. And underneath that, we can reset the tyre pressure monitor system. That button will turn on or off the front parking sensors. That button will turn off the stop and start. So this car's designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. You can turn that off by hitting that button. And then this one is for the traction control, so you can turn off the traction control should you wish to. We then have the fully automatic gearbox. Now I mentioned that there was a kind of a manual mode. When you're in D, at any point in time, while stationary or in motion, you can shift that to the left and it will now show that we are in a kind of plus minus mode, where you can go up a gear, down a gear, or use those paddles on the steering wheel, or shift it back to D. You've also got a sport mode at the very bottom there as well, and then park all the way up the top. You then have the electronic handbrake with auto hold function as well. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the panoramic glass roof. It's all controlled using this dial here. You can see at the moment the visor is closed. If we push the button up there, the sun visor element will open up. So you could just leave it as a large kind of window area, which obviously lets in a lot of light. Or if you twist the dial that I showed you a moment ago, it will actually open up the front section as a sunroof. So that will open over the top of the rear section, which is fixed. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.